Of course it wants to do it that way. I'll be back. Just enough. What's going on, everybody? Howdy, John. Oh yeah, warm Coke, no ice. Gotta love it. Two peoples. Anyway, what's been going on, everybody? It's been a little while since I've done a stream. It's been a little while since I've made a video, actually. It's been 5 weeks since I made a video. Tasty. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with this. Doesn't want to let me turn it. Hey, Das. Chris. What's been happening? It's been a little while. Hot minute, some might say. Don't have my usual equipment, so the stream's probably going to be fairly average. Oh, there's the rotatey button. Oh no. It's not the rotatey button. Yeah, quality's not going to be the best. But I was down here doing some work. Figured I would figured I'd make a video. Let you guys know what's been crack-a-lacking. Street tuning the VY, nice. Let you know what fucking deep dark hole I've gone and dug myself into. But yeah, things have taken a pretty dramatic turn for me. Decided I didn't have enough bills, so I'd go and make some more for myself. Buying a new house, yeah, that's not too bad at least. At least a house is worthwhile buying. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon. They just seem to stack up for some reason. Yeah, I'm technically building 2 Commodores with 1 waiting. Because I didn't have enough projects already. Shed's a bit different. I'll get into that a little bit later on once a few more people arrive. There's a wall behind me. Suppose I probably should drop the voice down so you can at least check out the customer car. Probably isn't the best time for a stream either on a Saturday afternoon. But yeah, I got technically 3 bloody Commodores to build. I got Ethel, just kind of grinded to a halt. Still sitting on my hands waiting for parts months later. So I'm excited about that. Got Dazza there, the Ute. I've been sort of chipping away at. He's still running and driving with the stock L67 bottom end. His 4L Slippy is very unhappy though, so I think I'm going to put Ethel's Power Glide in him. Get out of that 4L Slippy life. And then I brought a VB not long ago for another project or for a build that I wanted to do for 20 years or so now. No, more than 20 years, 25, 26 years, something like that. Anyway, long fucking time. So, yeah. Four Ls definitely will be slippy, unfortunately. In their nature, I believe. Oh, this red label's hard with warm coke. Anyway, we'll soldier on. But yeah, I was just getting the turbo manifold's done. They're behind the camera there. So I'm just working on them before. Now that I've got those all finished, figured I'd probably should do a stream and let you guys know what's been going on. Oh, Ethel's engine bay is sanded and primed, so that'll be good. I'm looking forward to getting the engine bay painted. That way, once some engine parts finally arrive, I can get the engine back together, get it in the car, get it ready for wiring. I've got to go and get the intake manifold fabricated up. I've got everything there for the intake manifold. I just have to fabricate it up. Oh, I've got everything except an intercooler brick. I've got to get an intercooler brick, so then I can start fabricating the intake manifold, because I've made the decision to go water to air on Ethel. Dazza needs the Power Glide because of stupid 4L slippies. Yeah, mostly I've just been busy doing custom cars. This one in particular was a full drive in, drive out, so that was a complete turbo package. I just got finished off. I'm just waiting on some injectors for it, and then I think Baz is going to do a tune on it. Hey Jason, what's happening, mate? Ecotech in the Caprice. That'll get it moving at least. But yeah, what's been going on with you guys? What's going on in YouTube land in the last month and a week? 5 weeks or something. Yeah, 5 weeks. 38 days or something since I've made a video. Anyway, who's counting? YouTube is, actually. And that was... What was that? That was the ECU on Dazza. The Ute. Shop truck. Alright. Turbo will do it. Definitely wakes him up a bit. I do have a new shed. Again, I'll wait a little bit for just a few more people before I go going over what's happening with the shed status. I still got the shed at home. That's still there. It's become storage at the moment. It's actually a pigsty. Imagine that, it's a mess. No, it's more of a mess. There's just crap and shit everywhere from moving stuff around. So yeah, gotta get in and tidy that place up. Still got a lot of work to go in here, but for the most part, it's ready to go. This has been my first week here full time. It's been interesting, been tough. That's true. The lift helps a lot. Definitely makes things easier. Actually, it's got the other ute stuck in there. You're probably not going to find out about that. We'll see. I'll probably give you guys a rundown on Ben's VY. Ethel, I'm still just sitting on my hands waiting for parts. It sucks. Because I really want to get that thing back together and start racing it. But anyway, let's not talk about that right now. Why didn't I go LS? Because everyone goes LS. Same sort of money. That and Ethel's known for the V6, so I might as well keep the V6 in it. Leyburn, no, I didn't get to go. Couldn't handle the awesomeness, my ass. I'll put an LS in something one of these days. A little 4-point grate. Oh yeah. Didn't get away from the trains though. Build LS skid pig? Not really. Did have delusions today of putting Dazza into a skid comp. Just for the sake of doing it. We'll see. Don't really want to hurt it either. Yeah. Did that get you excited, John? Oh, fuck. Tired. Don't know about you guys. These long days suck. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, might. See what happens. I think it needs a fair bit of safety equipment to do it though. Might double check. We'll see how we go. Dream build. Don't want to give too much away, but it's a VH. Incidentally, I've brought a VB, but you get that. It'll get VH'd. It'll be a VBH. Yeah, that's about it. 6-cylinder. That's all I'm given. Warm Coke and Red Label. Yeah, that's the one. All the warm Cokes and the Red Labels. Well, actually, I finished it, so it was the Red Label. And it won't be an Ecotec either. That's it. Race, break, rebuild, repeat. Maybe a barra. Don't generally swing that way though. Oh, good. I won't have to worry about that then. Yeah, I got it tucked away. I'm just trying to get Dazza at a point where he's usable. I can go and do some racing in him because I got to get back to the track. I want to do some racing in him, do some roll racing, some other events, various other bits and pieces. The old Intec. Oh, you're a VC. Nice. Yeah, so the plan is to get Dazza up, driving, issues sorted, throw that fucking stock ECU in the bin. I'm going to rewire the ECU master as a standalone, get rid of the piggyback, put the power glide in him, just have him there and start using it and enjoying him. Got to put a tune on him, so I'll get that done. Ooh, VR38, stop it. Distracting me with the VR38. Get Ethel going. Well, not going, but just get started back on Ethel and get progression happening. I've still got to get diff gears, put the center together, measure a tail shaft. I'm going to need to build another power glide. You know, get the engine together. I've got to make water and ice tank. I've got to fit power steering. I've got to make a puke tank in the back of it. Plumb the whole thing. None of them are 671 at the moment. If I did, it'd be a 1071 or bigger. Yeah, so just get that ball trickling through with Ethel, and then I'll probably start on the VB. It needs a lot of work. It's really rough. The front windscreen's smashed, so I've got to get glass for it. There's no interior in it. Actually, there's no steering column, so I've got to get a steering column, a K-frame. All the panels are there. They're relatively straight. There's minimal rust. There's a few bits and pieces in the usual spot down in the sills, under the windows, and in the spare wheel well. But they always rot out there. It's all repairable, so I'll get that rust repaired. Get a Raptor line underneath it and a full respray. And then start piecing the engine and drivetrain together for it. The VBH, I want to be pretty nice, so I'll be trying to push and make it pretty and usable. It's going to be fast, of course, because, well, I'm an idiot. I like wasting all my money on cars. $1471 is definitely an improvement. I wasn't expecting to get through this. Drink, oh, it's tough though. It is tough, very tough. But yeah, who wants a rundown on the VY? Or should I say customer's car? That's what I should do, 1471 4.8 on methanol. Chris does. Anyone else want to check out the customer car? Actually, I think I turned that hoist off. I better turn it back on. Calm down, John. Oh, that's where that drill went. "25 minutes in." Alright, I'll bring it down and give you guys a quick rundown on it. Bear with me a minute. yeah, anyway, here we go. VY. This is Ben's car. He brought me it. It had a side mount supercharger on it, one of the Raptors. So I made him a full turbo kit. It's got my manifolds, intercooler piping, front mount intercooler fitted. It's got a Pulsar 3584R, made up a little catch can and puke tank. Reverse plenum. It has battery relocation because that's a lot of nice usable space there. Battery relocated in the boot, surge tank's in the boot. It's got a 525 in the surge tank, which has an 8 AN feed to the fuel rail. It's just running stock L67 injectors at the moment. I do need to upgrade those. I've got them coming, I'm just waiting for them. It's got a full 3-inch 304 stainless steel system, complete all the way to out the back. So it runs all the way out the back to there, full 3-inch system. This one was already tuned by Barry at Bushworks for the Raptor, so Barry's going to redo the tune on it. Turbo Smart reg down there, and that's about it. It's a stock NA bottom end. He wants to make 400 horsepower. It should do that relatively easy. So yeah, that's it. The quick rundown on the VY. Then there's this one. You guys have seen this one in some videos. This was one of the first kits I put together. Still running the stock ECU and the eBay turbo. I got the wastegate off at the moment because I had to pinch the firing out of it for Dazza because he was a dighead. And then yeah, the 4L60 is out of it at the moment, and I think I threw those gears out. Yeah, I did have the gears out of it, but it chewed the teeth off a M80 diff. So I went and put a new diff in it. We got a new trans in it. I'll give a better rundown on this at a later date, probably in some sort of a video, because it's going to be pretty unique, and I've got to put a tune on it. Well, I've got to fine tune the tune that I've already put on it. Jason's LS Patrol is up there. I finished the intercooler piping on it, bunch of other stuff, and that one is getting ready to fire up very soon. I've got to finish wiring up the Holly on it. Fuel system's done. Transcooler's mounted and plumbed. A few other bits and pieces on it. It's a Turbo 400. LS1. I'll show you more on it another day as well, just to catch you guys where I'm up to on it. John has his VY Calais here as well. You might remember this from Facebook probably. I fitted the GDX 55 and made a downpipe and a side exit. He went and monged up my screamer tube, but I don't talk about that. He was having some issues with his power glide, so we got the power glide out of it. He's sent the converter away for a check over and a repair because it seemed to be the problem. The trans is also getting a once over, and then I've got to put it all back together. And I also need to remove that electric water pump down there, and we've got a full Davies Craig electric water pump to go on it, and a bunch of AN lines and stuff, so I'm gonna get onto that as well. So things have been pretty busy here. If you haven't already noticed, I've gotten a much bigger shed. So I've gone and dived headfirst into the business thing. Shed popped up locally to me across from a good friend of mine. He built the transmission for Ethel and told me that this place was available for rent, so I jumped on it. I've been struggling ever since, but I'm slowly making it work. Yeah, that's what's been going on. I will also give you a bit more of a rundown of the place in a minute. I figured I'd finish off this drink. So yeah, that's basically why I haven't made a video in a while, because I've just been here 7 days a week, busting my ass to get that room there, behind me made. As well as things like I had to fit both of the 2-post hoists. John was nice enough to give me this bench and a stereo. We came in and epoxied the floors. He's been helping me out a lot with things like flooring, making up that cell area, and just basically getting this place up and operational. Yeah. Basically what I've been doing. Busting my balls. Drinking a lot of piss. Because what else is there to do when you're here until 9, 10, 11, 12 at night? But yeah, Ben's VY is ready to go. As soon as the injectors show up, Barry will come and tickle up and do a quick road tune on it to get it to his shop to put a tune on it. Nigel will come back onto the hoist, and oh no, he's waiting on a tail shaft. So Nigel's waiting on a tail shaft. As soon as that arrives, I will put him back on a hoist, fit the tail shaft, button up the transmission conversion. I've got a cooler and lines and stuff I've got to run. Then he'll go onto the dyno for a tune, tickle up that tune, and yeah, just sort that out. We'll see what he's making. What the eBay turbo's doing through the auto. He'll have a store converter at that time as well, so. Everything, Dylan. Lots of it. I'll give a rundown in a minute. I'll nearly finish this drink. But yeah, spending lots of money. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, videos will start to come back soon. This month has just been tough, trying to make ends meet and get everything up and going and usable. So once that sort of becomes more, more usable or polished, we're going to spend sort of less time here to set shit up. I'll start filming again and start getting some videos back out. I've got a lot of stuff in the works and planned, like I said, with Dazza and Ethel and the VB there. Then there's customer cars, like, you know, if you guys want to see a video on John's LS or the customer VY, the Turbo LS Patrol, things like that, I can try and do my best to film some of that stuff and shenanigans, and yeah, just keep content flowing. Oh, there we go, it's finished. So who wants the 2-second shop tour? 2 second, 2 minute shop tour. Tell the people what I do. Yeah, I make stuff. That's what I do. Hey, Kawasaki, been a long time. Long time no see. But it has been a long time since I've done a stream as well. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the 2-minute tour as I go and get some more scotch to make another drink. So that's the workbench, followed by a toolbox and sink area and my mock-up engine. Well, this cool thing is, it's a one of a kind. It looks like a fridge. It looks like a Coca-Cola fridge, but it's actually a not fridge. So, got to try and do something about that. Oh, I broke after buying the Raptor. My toolbox from home. We have the office area, the casting couch, and my desk. More importantly, on that desk is some liquor. Yeah. My workspace, essentials of course, yep. So we got the one hoist there. This is sort of the fabrication zone area and what needs to not be car storage, John. I'm looking at you because I want to put some shelving up in the back there. Small little area beside the office that I've just sort of filled with crap, but it's got things like my little bandsaw, linisher and air compressor and things. Tail shafts for the Patrol arrived from Driveline Services, all finished up, ready to go. So they'll be good to get back in it. Yeah, we got the one customer car there on the hoist, another hoist here, sort of for storage and working. So it's not only going to be storage, but I will be using it as a working hoist, because why not? That's what I brought it for. Again, it's got the Patrol and stuff on it at the moment. But yeah, I still have a lot of work to do on this place. I've got some lighting I need to figure out. I've got 2 big bay lights over in the corner. Oh, the stereo that John very nicely donated. And then this cell that I've been working on. This has been the biggest undertaking that I've done. I've never done timber work or framing besides steel frames, riveted a few steel frames together. But doing it in timber has sucked, but kind of needed to happen. Because when I bought the 2 hoists, I also added in some funds for a little 2-wheel drive roller. So I got myself an old second-hand roller dyno that had a mainline upgrade a few years ago. So I'm hoping to just sort of complete the drive-in, drive-out packages that I'm doing. So there'll be more, instead of road tuned, it'll be a proper dyno tune package, you know, all finally set up, tuned, ready to go. So, and well, we're going to get into some shenanigans with that thing if I've got my hands on it. Like I said, I got a handful of cars that need a tune right now. A few of them of my own. So that's what that'll be doing. So I've been spending a lot of time getting this up together. I've had John here helping me very regularly. Doing it with the Pine has been rather difficult, but we're working through it. It's been a lot of late nights. Got some batten lights in there in LEDs to try and light it up. If that's not enough, I'll add another row in the center. But that's about where we're up to with it at the moment. We got the main structure done, and this wall is gyprocked both sides and insulated inside. That back wall is just the one that's been done. That was my fuck up. But yeah, so the one's insulated and just the one layer. We've got to insulate and gyprock that side, and then that side's insulated and plasterboarded, or gyprocked I should say. And that, I'm hoping to have it up and running next week. It's not going to be finished and prettied, painted, or, you know, puttied or anything special like that. But I need to get it up. I need to get it up and running and using, because I've got a number of cars that I need to get tuned and done and out of here. So we're going to finish the insulation and plasterboard on the roof and the back wall. I've got a ducting box that I need to make, so I'll make up a box for some exhaust fans to get out, and then I'm going to start using it, and then slowly over time I'll finish it and do things like you know, fill in and plasterboard the seam. We're going to cornice the corners and these seams and all that sort of stuff, and just make it pretty, and then I'll paint it. And yeah, should be a pretty good thing. I'm trying to keep noise down a little bit with it, because we are a little bit close to some residential here where I am. This is classed as an industrial area, but there is some residential really close, and I've heard that one of them gets a little bit cranky. So just trying to fit in for myself and everybody, and, you know, not piss anyone off and get my shop shut down. So as soon as I can do that, the UFO lights. Yeah, I've got two of them here ready to go. Two big UFO bay LEDs. I'm not going to bother getting it out. But I had that thought too, so I'm going to put one up there and one up the front, and they will help significantly with lighting, because the lighting in here isn't the greatest, although it's a lot better than what it was when I first got this place. This one above me wasn't even working. John helped me sort that one out. I'm going to go through and replace like that one there. I'll probably put some LED battens in just to get a bit more light in. And yeah, anyway. Yeah, okay. Whereabouts is that deal? Yatla's not far from me. I'm in Beenleigh. So if you're in the Beenleigh area and you want to come and hang out and have a chat, let me know. I'm going to be doing Dyno Day sort of once monthly or bi-monthly. So if you want to know what your car's making, bring it down, we'll strap it on the dyno and run it up for sort of $50 for a couple of power runs. We're doing a sausage sizzle. I think my missus will do a bit of fried chicken and a few beverages. Got to make sure they've got the beverages. But keep an eye on the Facebook page for that, because that will all be announced sort of over there, either on the Corn-Fed Boost Facebook page or the CFB Performance Facebook page, or both. I'll probably make an announcement on both leading up to when I'm going to be doing a dyno day like that. It's all for a bit of fun. We'll do a whiteboard and do highest horsepower, lowest horsepower. After a couple, we will I'll start getting some trophies for lowest horsepower and highest horsepower. Hey man, if you're going to bring some liquids, come and have a chat. Just shoot me a message. There's time to work around the stuff I got going on. The lights are going to make a huge difference in here. I flicked one on the other day, and yeah, they make a lot of light. Yeah, I'm going to try and offset them. I'm going to put one sort of up above here so it can light up the engine bays in the cars, and then the other one's going to be at the back there, I think. Sort of just over there. Close to Ormo. I think I got a rough idea where you are. Skids are welcome and encouraged on the street, not so much out the front of the shops. We don't want to piss the landlord off, but you'll see when you get here, the street's fair game. Might have to do a small video or something. But yeah, anyway, got some big things coming, as you've seen. Okay. That building. Category you can win. Yeah. Big things coming. I'm working on it. It's been really hard, really stressful. Putting in a lot of hours. That cell we've put in probably 30 hours or more in it so far, and it's only kind of halfway finished. So thank you, Dylan. But yeah, I figured, the business was it wasn't doing great, but it was trickling through a steady enough amount of work. And then when my friend told me this place was available for rent, I figured, fuck it, why not? We'll go balls and all, and either it's got to work or I'm going to lose everything. So I'm going to have to make it work. Dyno will be good. I'm looking forward to getting it up and going, because it's sort of just, I don't know what the word is I should use, but it just creates a better, more finished, polished product at the end of it. It is. Thank you, John. Thank you very much for your help. Which is one thing I'm all about. I don't know if you guys have been following me since the start. My turbo manifolds, I've always been pushing and trying and redesigning and just trying to polish them and get them to be the best that I can for the money that I ask for them. But yeah, I think they're sort of 3/4. Well, you do drink more than you do, and you sit around on that bloody forklift. Yep. So I can do anything. I'm doing all of it. I'm doing everything from servicing and maintenance to TIG work, fab work, so intercooler piping, exhausts, manifolds, obviously, wiring up ECUs, wiring injector changes, tuning, the whole bit from A to Z. You know, if it's got to do with the car, there's a good chance that I'm going to be able to do it. Obviously, I have my yep, that one. The things that I'm familiar with, more than others, but yep, can do suspension. Worked for six years at Petters, so I know my suspension really well. I can do, you know, transmission stuff. If I can't do it, my friend across from me can. 4L60s I can rebuild, but anything other than that, I sort of just send him over to Mark. He's better at it than I. Fuel system upgrades, repairs, replacements. I can do carburetor tuning, carburetor fitting. You know, you give me a screwdriver and a hammer, and I can, and a set of drill bits usually. I can make it run. Give it the tappy tappy and the pokey pokey. Bloody trains following me around though. Yep, can do wiring. Wire up fuel pumps. Auxiliary systems. I can wire up a standalone ECU, piggyback ECU, excuse me, add extra sensors, take sensors away, you know, all the sort of things that are involved with getting performance cars up, running and performing. Conversion stuff, yep. That Beamer was a nightmare, but yeah, I can do it. Things like different engines. That LS Patrol is interesting. Someone made up some horrible engine mounts for it that were a bit troublesome, but they work, I guess. Yeah, I did the Turbo 400 conversion in the Patrol. I'm doing a automatic conversion in the VY, which I'll give you more information on. Done power glide conversions multiple times now into Commodores. Engine conversions. I'll be doing another one in a Commodore coming up. Like I said, that VB, it's getting an engine in it. Yeah, just about all of it. From A to B to C to D to Z. Shoot me a message and should be able to work something out. Got a couple Skylines coming. One in need of a proper tune on it. It's running pretty horrible. Another one needs to get running, driving and tuned and an aftermarket ECU fitted and so on and so forth. Couple carby cars that need tuned. I think there's a Mustang. Friends of Mark needs some tickling up. He's been having some issues with it. Cooked some head gaskets, so I'll get him to bring it over. It's got I think it's a 671 on it, little baby blower. Burnouts I do alright. It might be getting an RB, it might be getting a JZ, it might be getting an Intech. It might be getting a 202. But I want to make about 800 wheel with it, so you figure it out. Did I put that on backwards or something? I don't know. That's not my problem. The Barra. No, not in the VB. I know a VC that's got one of them in there already. What was I up to? But yeah, the short-term goal, Dazza, the Ute. My shop truck, I use it for parts runs and stuff whenever I can. K series, now that'd be interesting. Did think about buying a Civic not long ago. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, a Corolla. I'd really love another Corolla hatch. An 88. It's been a while since I had one of them. That'd be mint. Anyway, I've got enough fucking cars and projects as it is, and no money to do anything on any of them right now. So yeah, short term, Daz is going to be the next few videos you're going to see. I'll be fitting the Power Glide to it. And Diff's probably going to hate that. I might need to get some billet axles for it. If anyone knows where to get VR to VS 31 spline billet axles, please let me know. Because I've been having trouble finding the billet ones. I think stockers you can get from Crewman's. Oh, stop it, not the Magna with the rear wheel drive. That'd be cool. Actually, you should get the all-wheel drive Kawasaki and just run an all-wheel. Yeah, so it'll get the Power Glide. Because I've got it all, it's sitting there for Ethel and I'm not fucking using it for anything, so might as well go in the Ute. Yeah, the VR4, that's the one. I think they're getting a bit expensive, unless you can get the running gear from a VR4 and just put it in a stock, what were they, the Executive or the X? Can't remember. Anyway, the front wheel drive Magnas. Ooh, 10, that's spicy. So yeah, Dazzle will get all the Power Glide gear. I'll rewire the ECU as a standalone, and then I'll pop it on the dyno and do a tune on it. And then it'll sort of get a bit quiet, and by that time I'm hoping Ethel's engine might be ready altogether. It probably won't be, knowing the way things are going at the moment. 2K Barra. Kawasaki's done a Barra build. And then yeah, Ethel, I'd like to get moving forward with Ethel. Because it's going to be the real contender. No, can't say that I do. You don't have the Territory anymore, do you, Kawasaki? Did you sell it for the Raptor, or did you just buy the Raptor? Oh, you still have it? Oh, sick. I thought you sold it. Fair enough. Oh, it's good to hear you still got it. I have to bring it down when I do a dyno day for a barbecue. I won't be able to get it on the dyno, but you can come and have a sausage sizzle or some fried chicken and beverages. beverage. Ow. Oh, fuck. That hurt. Oh, he lifted the head. Is it just 2,000 ARPs in it? I wonder if it's time to put some L19s in there. And some Athenas. I think they're doing Athena for a barrel. You'll have to shoot me a message. Yeah. The 2000s, maybe it's worth just going to an L19 and some Athenas. The Athenas make a big difference. Barrow's alloy head, so yeah, they should. Ah. Excuse me, I need to take a big drink for that one. Undecided. No comment. Bit hard to do the all-wheel drive stuff. Front wheel drive though, yep. Bring on the front wheel drive. Down to 3 people. I think that's about time to head off then, I guess. Unless some more jump back on. Yeah, that's the business logo Kawasaki. It's CFB Performance. I created it on the back of, corn-fed boost that was already built a fairly successful name for it, so I kind of wanted to continue that with the business, so CFB Performance it is. But yeah, that's the new business logo. Don't know if I'm going to put I should put the t-shirts on the website, but not many people buy the t-shirts, which is cool. Really doesn't bother me too much. It's less stress that I got to sort of deal with, which right now I don't need any more of. Maybe. I can't do anything about that at the moment, unfortunately. I'll bring my laptop and my other equipment down and do a proper stream from here another night, but for now I'm limited to my phone. And I mean, maybe I can mute it and unmute it. Let's see if it changes anything. Probably didn't. Yeah, no worries. Shoot me a message. We'll go from there. Or you can just shoot me a message and I'll give you the address. And you can just come down and have a look. Thanks, Chris. It's been a while. I've been contemplating making a video for a while. I just haven't had the time or really anything to film. I'm here like most of the time, 7 days a week at the moment, so I'm hoping to cut that back to at least 6 sometime soon, just because, as most of you probably know, 7 days a week of work is pretty hard. That and Mrs. is pregnant at the moment, so she's due. What are we now? August, September, October, November. She's due in probably like. That was interesting. Yeah, she's due in a few months anyway, so I got to get to a point where I can at least only spend 6 days here. Thank you. So I can spend a day at home helping her with the bub and doing husbandy things, I guess. Not my strong suit, but I try. So, anyway, it's all going on. I don't know if you guys saw Ethel's new turbo manifold. I redid the 2 headers for Ethel for a new engine, trying to keep them an equal length style. So, curious to see how that affects how she sounds. It's probably not going to make a big difference. It's not going to make any difference horsepower wise, but it will definitely help the way she sounds. And I was going to build a baby Garrett. Stop it. I was going to build a Shazza. That is the one build. So Shazza was going to be that VR Ute that I've got sitting there running 9s for as cheap as possible. With the purchase of the VB, that's cutting that build out, and that's no longer going to be a thing. But I don't want to film the same thing twice. So with having Dazza there and what was going to be Shazza, would have meant I would have basically been filming very similar things twice. So I've decided to consolidate Shazza and Dazza together, and we're not going to be running 9s as cheaply as possible, but we are going to be making as much power as we can on a stock supercharged bottom end. That's the goal, the long-term goal. The short-term goal is to just get it running, driving and usable. But long-term goal, we'll get the engine that Shazza was going to get, my cam package that I'm selling on the website, and the heads that are currently on Dazza with the Powerglide, and I'll just put a big turbo on it. Ethel's old turbo manifolds. I'll put a 42, 1450 or something on it and just squeeze on it as hard as I can and see what happens. I've got a funny feeling it'll probably make some pretty decent jam. But I don't know. Sort of untested waters. But that's long term. Anyway, I'd really like to get cracking on the VB just because it's a build of mine that I've wanted to build for the last 25, 26 years. How old am I now? Yeah. No, 25 and a half years? Nearly 26 years. I did get halfway to building it. Not in the scale that I'm going to build it in now because of, well, I've learnt a dickload in those 25 years, and I know how to build a car a lot differently, so yeah, should be good. Anyway. YouTube doesn't like it here. Anyway, oh, that's why I haven't done a stream here with the proper camera. I don't have any internet here at the moment. Should hit up Mark, see if I can maybe borrow his for it, but that's why I'm on the phone. It's not liking it. Anyway, finish up this drink. Any questions? Any of you have any sort of questions? Actually, you can see a photo of my dream build halfway it wasn't half, it was probably about a third completed in one of my old videos, the one where I revealed Ethel's paint color. I put a photo of it in there. Should give you some hints if you can find it. No worries, John. I'll talk to you later. Gotta get going myself if no one else is. Got any questions? I really should just go home, and I probably will. But I really should get a start on another set of turbo manifolds I've got to get done. But I'm at the point now where I don't really want to go busting my balls or pushing myself too hard and burning out, because there's been a lot of that. Southern Comfort was so much better. Ow. Ugh. Down to 2. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it. It's been over an hour. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks for joining in on the stream. Really appreciate it. Big day tomorrow indeed. More plasterboard. But yeah. Plasterboard, bay lights. Gotta get those bay lights up. So yeah, plasterboard and bay lights. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry I haven't put out the content that I have. Sorry, I haven't put out content in quite a while. But yeah, I'm working on it. You're gonna hopefully start seeing some videos pop up back on the weekly upload schedule that I was on. Yeah, anyway, now you know what's been going on. Thank you all again for watching. Please leave a like. Don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.